Can men and women be friends? Well, that is the question posed by When Harry Met Sally, the movie that redefined the rom-com genre. When Harry Met Sally is about two people, and you guessed it, Harry and Sally. They start off as road trip enemies. They become friends. Eventually, they turn into something more. And it's a classic rom-com that's left its mark on pop culture thanks to some memorable quotes and iconic scenes and that question about relationships. We got director Rob Reiner.
I don't know who this is. I thought you was talking about Rob Schneider. Let me see, Rob Reiner.
But bless his heart, I had to unfollow him on Twitter, man.
Let's see. Oh, he wrote Misery, or he did Misery, or what?
He did, yeah.
Fire, I love Misery. Oh, Stand By Me. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
He's a heavy hitter, Marvin.
He's an icon in Hollywood.
He also played Meathead in All in the Family. Yeah, and it was written by Nora Ephron, and she also is kind of like a heavy hitter back in those days. We got Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan starring in this, as well as Miss Carrie Fisher, who's great in this movie, and Bruno Kirby.
Oh, that was Carrie Fisher?
Yeah, her friend.
Holy crap, that is
Carrie
her.
Fisher. Yeah, she's actually unrecognizable kind of in this.
Literally unrecognizable, but that's only because I know her as Princess Leia. So
let's get into it, Marvin. What'd you think? This is your first time watching it?
Yeah, first time watching it. Actually, I watched it with C, and it was also her first time watching it, and we enjoyed it a lot. Billy Crystal was hilarious. I feel like Vince Vaughn gets a lot of influence from Billy Crystal. I don't know why. I kind of get that, like the dry humor, maybe.
I could see that like fast, witty banter type of thing.
Just like kind of monotone
Billy
delivery for the most part.
I can see that. Yeah. Oh, he was huge in the 80s.
It was good all around. I don't know why I hadn't seen this one, but again, there's a lot I haven't seen. So
I mean, it literally redefined the genre by ditching the fairy tale fluff that was very popular and pervasive with rom-coms prior to this.
What do you mean by that? Because I don't know the history of rom-coms, so you might have to break that down for me.
It was just like old Hollywood. It was just like very like just fantasy romance.
So it was like the Lost City, but like not the parody version.
No, I don't mean fantasy like that. I mean fantasy in terms of relationships.
Oh, just like...
They just like weren't realistic.
Yeah, very movie stylized.
So
objectively couldn't, like Dusty Gripes. There's no way that they're going to do that, and that's going to happen.
Is there any older rom-coms that I have seen, you think?
Not that you would have seen, probably not, no. Just like old school, like no, that's not a rom-com. Drama.
Oh, yeah, it's like...
that like transatlantic, just old Hollywood type of stuff. But
transatlantic, what do you mean by that?
That old style Hollywood type of speech where they talk like this and everything's all crazy and blown out. Isn't that called transatlantic?
Yeah, I was just making a joke about the transatlantic slave trade.
Oh, I missed that one. It's a good joke. Good joke. Sorry, I'm a little tired. This took just a more grounded approach to the genre and made it feel more real. So
it felt pretty real. Yeah. I mean, I think it felt pretty real.
And it's not about love at first sight. It's about love over time. And it's really about how
building a relationship
evolve.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks to Nora Ephron's writing, very sharp dialogue, as you noticed, makes every conversation in this kind of feel authentic.
Oh, yeah.
And Harry and Sally aren't perfect characters. They're flawed, which makes them relatable to us. And that wasn't always the case in rom-coms back in the day.
I'm glad you said that about this, because the dialogue in this is like what almost perfect dialogue feels like in a movie.
Natural.
Compared to some stuff we've seen. Like, if I compare this to the movie that you hate, Dan, with Sydney Sweeney and the other guy, then I would say that movie is terrible.
Well, but now you get my point.
That's like comparing some shit to the Mona Lisa. Like, it's like,
well, no, that movie was like literally written by like a AI, but yes, you're right. Like, this is the type, like,
it's not a fair comparison, but I do see why now that you would say that movie is trash.
This is a great movie. And this is about a relationship over time where you didn't see that, or maybe, I don't know, maybe he did see it in the beginning and he just didn't want to realize it until they actually got together. I mean, because he got in the car with her, he had a conversation with her. He said she was attractive. Obviously shows interest, but just wrong place, wrong time type deal. You can run into that with I mean, I've known Christina for 23 years and we've been dating for one. That's a long relationship that we developed that finally turned into something like I can totally relate to this movie. It actually hits different now seeing it in the relationship I'm in and that
you
how
actually
a relationship develops.
Hit the nail on the head. I mean, that's literally what this movie's about. It's about how it's like time and a place type of thing, The central question of the movie, as I said in the beginning, can men and women be friends? This is really the heart of the movie. Harry thinks friendship between men and women is impossible because the sex part always gets in the way, as he says. And Sally believes in platonic friendships. Over time, their relationship puts both theories to the test. And the movie doesn't really give a clear answer, but it does make you kind of think about it.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Like, that's a good point that it kind of answers it by saying, like, I guess they can't because they ended up dating at the end of it all. So it's like, can they, like, even after all that time, eventually they weren't just friends.
I would say the movie does a really good job of making you question it. Yeah. I myself have questioned it in my real life. I could tell you that I don't have any female friends that aren't married. Or
in some sort of relationship. Yeah. The same for me.
I think there's something to it.
One of my oldest best friends is a woman. She's the same age as me. We've known each other since we were 4 years old. She's like a sister to me. We've been friends, platonic friends our whole lives.
There's outliers. And I don't think it's unique to men and women specifically. I think it's just like, can two people who are like generally attracted to that other person, like,
and both single.
Yeah, and both single. Can they be friends?
But I do agree with him in that,
sex.
If it's like acquaintances, like, if I were friends with, C through Marvin, that's like, I could be friends with C, and that's
of course.
Totally like,
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, he's like, oh yeah, there's the exception to the rules that we talked about the first time.
Well,
but there obviously are, but like single individuals. Can a man and a woman be friends and it not be anything more than just friends?
Well, the thing of it is that if, Marvin and if I was gay and Marvin was gay and we were just like getting along.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
Because you just get along with somebody, you eventually just have feelings for that person because you get along so well. The only thing stopping Marvin and I from is that we're straight. You know what I'm saying? If a guy and a woman who are straight are friends, they're getting along, like eventually the feelings are going to come. That's just how it works.
Right.
I think. Not to say there's no outliers, because there are for sure, but it's tough. You can't talk about this movie without mentioning the diner scene, which is pretty hilarious, where she showcases what a fake orgasm is like in the middle of.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Cat's delicatessen. That's actually Rob Reiner's mom, who's the woman who's like, I'll have what she's having.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But that's a really iconic moment in this. The split screen phone calls to show how their connection deepens. I love those. I love how that's shot. And then of course, like the documentary style interviews with the real couples, that's like really kind of like got a lot of heart to it. Those are all cute.
Yeah, those were good.
And then there's obviously that last scene, which is the big, and that's like a staple of rom-coms, is like, these are the things that like, these are the things that this movie invented. It's like the build up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They kind of like get together, but then the guy up and has to like win her back. And then there's the big payoff at the end with like the big speech and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's crazy. They all do that. Like most rom-coms that I've seen, modern ones do like it's like the playbook.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you aren't doing that, you aren't doing a rom-com.
And that's part of the and that's part of the fun of watching rom-coms, at least for me. Like, you know what's going to happen. So, but it makes it fun. The chemistry between Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal is like
next level.
Kind of crazy in this movie. I don't even know of another example where like chemistry was this good. Maybe like Eternal Sunshine.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
But like
Meg and Tom had some pretty good chemistry.
They did, but not like this. I don't know. This just felt so natural. Literally like magic almost in this movie. Like the whole friends to lovers arc, really, they sell it a lot.
I got baited too in the movie. Like,
did you?
Just when they met the first I think it was the first 5 years where they were both traveling and flying. I was like, oh, they're going to get back together now. Like, oh, no. Nope.
Just kept getting baited.
Nope.
But we briefly mentioned it, but at its core, it's about love and timing and, exploring how relationships succeed or fail depending on where you are in life. The movie, like, kind of challenges gender roles in relationships because they both learn from each other, and they learn from each other in ways that go, like, beyond romance. Like, that's what I think is a cool standout about this movie is, like, there's a large portion of it about them growing as friends.
Yeah, and people
and not just the romance part of it. Like the romance part is almost secondary in a way.
For sure, yeah.
So I've always appreciated that.
Yeah, one standout referencing that would be like after they had the fight
on the stairs. Yep.
Yeah, and he like apologizes, and it's like a big thing. Like they didn't just fall out again. They kind of like reeled it back in.
Yep.
To
exactly
continue their like friendship or whatever.
It's almost like the blueprint for like my real life relationships. Like I almost refuse to even entertain the chance of a relationship with somebody unless I'm like friends with them first. It's just like
I feel like you
have to be able to communicate comfortably with and sometimes offend a person to really get to know them and them get to know you until you're like, okay, these are the lines that I'm acceptable of dealing with. These are the ones I'm not. Yeah, it's
totally.
I mean, for sure.
One of my favorite scenes, and it was a simple scene, was when they were on the phone and the shot of them, like them two together on the bed together, and then them split on the sides. I was like, this is a fucking awesome
when they were watching Casablanca?
No, when they were talking, like after they had sex.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The two friends were on the bed together and they were talking to them and they were like, it was great. I just thought that was like one of the best.
That's a good one.
Mine is the simple, like they're on the dance floor and they're realizing that they're in love and they're dancing, they're cheek to cheek, and you see their faces as they're spinning around and you see the expression slowly change on both of them as they're spinning around. It's just, it's just a great scene.
Yeah.
My favorite is just a funny moment. It has nothing to do with like cinematography, I think, but it's when they're playing. Pictionary.
So funny.
And the friend goes, can you draw something resembling anything? As they're guessing like what she's drawing, he's like, Gorilla Man.
Dude, he just kept saying this. Is that where the Family Guy scene comes from, or is that from something else?
Probably. I don't even know. What Family Guy scene?
The Family Guy scene is like Jackal. Is it a jackal? Jackal.
Maybe. Actually, maybe. I never even made that connection, but just his breakdown of like, can you draw something that resembles anything? So fucking funny. I'm glad you liked it. Like I said, it's literally my second favorite movie of all time. If Halloween didn't exist, this would be my number one. I don't remember the first time I watched it, and I don't remember why it resonated with me so much. It's just a great movie, obviously, but like, it's just one that always stuck with me. I think it holds up very well today, being that it came out in 1989.
Oh, man, dude, I could watch this again tonight. I mean, that's the replayability. I feel like something like this.
It's number 23 on AFI's 100 Years, 100 Laughs, a list of top comedies in American cinema. Number 60 on Bravo's 100 Funniest Movies. It's ranked number 15 on Rotten Tomatoes' 25 Best Romcoms. It was also selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically...
That's a great list to be on.
And aesthetically significant. And the all-important one on IMDb, it's 7.7. So what would you rate it, Marvin, having watched it for your first time?
It's a 10.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
Dusty?
There's no flaws.
I can think of. It really doesn't
give this one an 8.5.
Okay.
8.5, yeah. For a rom-com, I didn't laugh as much as I thought I would, having not seen it in a while.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. I laughed, but I thought it was funnier for some reason.
I got to give it a 10 too. I'm with Marvin. No flaws. I mean, that's not surprising because it's my second favorite movie of all time. But I truly don't believe it has any flaws. It's super
great
rewatchable. It's just charming. They're great together. Like, there's just nothing really bad about it, in my opinion. All right, and I need a yes or no from you guys. Can men and women be friends? Or is it always complicated?
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I'm going with no.
Yeah, I think.
You think they can? Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. There's our thoughts on When Harry Met Sally. Marvin watched it for the first time, gave it a 10 out of 10. What would you rate When Harry Met Sally out of 10? Let us know what you think of this classic, and let us know what you think. Can men and women be friends? We really want to know it.